All right, all right, all right. Hey, y'all, welcome to the stream. Welcome to Nancy Time TV. Let me go and switch on over. If you're on YouTube, you should be seeing me right about now. If you're on Kick or Twitch, you should be seeing me right about now. Y'all, welcome, welcome, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the team. Yo, shout out to Gaylord over on Kick. God, such a good name. Yo, shout out to Gaylord over on Kick. Shout out to all the homies, really. Also, yo, Ayame, I saw the food. We saw the food you posted on Insta. We actually were like going through and looking at stuff, and we looked at what you had made. Was that was like fried rice? I was trying to figure out if that was pepperoni, salami, ham. Like, was that salami? Was that salami? I don't know. Let me know. Anyway, guys, we feeling good. We feeling relaxed. Tonight's one of them nights where anything goes. I put the warning out. I said nobody under 18. I got I got no time to be worried about no youngins. I ain't trying to be dealing with that. Whatever we talk about here tonight, we talk about. You know what I mean? Like whether it's politics, whether it's men's health, whatever it is, you know, all I know is I'm with the shits. You feel me? Mm. But man, for everybody else tuning in, hopefully y'all having a good night. Hopefully y'all having a good Friday. We're getting started with some Storage Hunter. I got to do a little run on this. I got to do a little run on my TCG, and then we might hop into Marvel Rivals. I don't know. I don't know yet. I don't know. I don't know. Mm, no. What you mean? I thought we was good. I thought everything was good. When I left, you was good. Also, wait, what's happening here? Oh, the controller registered. So let's figure out what the hell were we doing. Let's see if there's any auctions. None that I can make. So we're pretty much done for the day. But yo, Outcast, what's good? Hey, y'all, shout out to the homie, the one Outcast. He's over here on Twitch. He's on YouTube as well. If you see him in chat, please drop a follow. Please support. Show the young guns some love. All right. I'm trying to remember where I want to go. Also, guys, hopefully y'all can hear me. If the music's too loud, let me know. Oh, it said from 8 a.m. You know what? Hold on. We have to. Yeah, we have to book it straight here. Where the book at, bro? What? So I thought this had to happen at night. It turns out it starts at 8 a.m. It's from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. to do these.
Yep. Come on. Yep.
I can love wearing the great guy Ross, but I would put a puss ferret.
Okay.
I would estimate there's about one watch out 12 flood
Come
12
on.
20 dive to Hungary, but I would say that there's a scene with his
Come on.
sings on them that put a shahin.
Speak up.
Charlie,
Yep.
I could have done something that I would have pretty of a more who love what the extreme go what up what a real
Perf. $8. Okay, that's not much. Hey, 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 hey. Yo, what's good, man? McCreely just hit us with the sub. Why would they put this here in this tall ass box? Yo, man, thank you. That means McCreely is now officially the best nasty boy. And as I say, man, because it's always true, there will never be another, bruh. It's just we can't have another. You're only allowed one. Oh my God. Wait, there we go. How much is that? The wine is 200. But yo, man, thank you so much, fam. Wait, drop it. I ain't got no, like what? What does that even mean? What does drop it even mean in this game? Drop it like it's hot? You just want me to throw some ass? You just want a man to throw some ass? Is that it? Now I could drop it. Oh, hey man, we got a real life horn dog. No, so when we used to play Apex, that was perfect for Apex, right? Like you just your whole loadout. Anything like that, just drop your whole loadout. Shit, I think I can give those points back, but I got you. Wait, there was only one thing in there? It's only one thing? I feel like I got gypped. Yo, I feel like I got gypped. Did this game just gyp me? I mean, these perfect quality boxes. Oh, I guess only there is like I guess like a you can only have like one thing in a box. Yeah, I think I got fucking gypped, bro. I think I got fucking gypped, man. I got gypped. They got me. The game got me, man. We spent like 2K, 3K. Hell, it had to be somewhere close. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Okay. All right. So we got a microscope, legendary. But yo, McCreely, how y'all doing, man? What's good in your side of the woods? Yeah, not gonna lie, these boxes are way better than a chest. It's equipment. All right, let's see. Soda dispenser, 72 bones. Screwdriver. Compass. Yeah, I think we got, bro. We lost. Yeah, the last one we had was insane. This one we got. And I'm tempted to just like restart it, but I think this is a part of it. Like you're gonna lose some. Let's put that there. I love that I have a unique microscope and a legendary microscope. Oh snap! What y'all watching? Any Harry Potter? Come on now. There we go. God damn. Now let me grab this one. Let's put this right here. $30 or less. Is that the? Oh, that's the one that's based on like the true crime. Man, that story is fucking insane. And like I remember when the commercials and stuff were airing, I was like, oh yeah, this is gonna be funny. This is gonna be good because it had that crew. You know, that those type of people. But when I found out the true story, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why are y'all making something like what? But you know, there's a lot of stuff like that. I mean, this box is definitely worth $1. So we gonna try to get it, man. We gonna try to get it. We gonna load up. Oh. Oh shit. I'm fucking with this song. Hold on. DJ Dead Horses. Okay, go ahead then. 27 months is insane. That really is insane. Also, guys, super happy to announce we are now officially over 140 subs on YouTube, man. We are over the 140 sub. Oh, on our way to 150, baby. Baby. Streaming over there really has paid off, though. Like as far as like increasing numbers. So. Yo, I'm really gonna try to get these boxes. I'm really gonna try this. We got this. I mean, thank you, sir. I mean, these are perfect condition boxes worth $1 after getting fucking gypped. I think we gotta go for the gold, man. I think we gotta go for the gold one. Yeah, I think we want to go this route. Okay. Is that as far as I can get it? Guys, I think we got this. This is, mind you, this is pointless as hell. There's no world where this is worth it. But this game gypped me. I mean, we lost at least 3+K on this auction. Okay, all right. The masterpiece. The masterpiece. I am him. He is me. The master builder. If you guys ever saw the Lego movie, y'all already know. It is me. Oh, well. So, I mean, I was happy, for a little bit, but then they came and ruined my fucking vibe. You know what I'm saying? Ruined my fucking vibe. Yeah, I remember Lego Movie being so good. The boys finally sat down and watched it. My boxes. We're just gonna leave it because, you know. Let's go home. Skirt. I feel like something should be here. I don't think I've seen this spot. $21.37. So this is the future? Felt like something should be there. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah. Yellow light. We don't give a fuck. I think we're going the right way. I think, yeah. This feels right. Yeah. Yeah. I think we're good. Learning these roads is insanely tough. I mean, it doesn't help that it took me forever to learn my own city's roads. Got to fill up, you know, because, why not? Also, did the gas prices rise? So that would be insane. That would be insane, bro. Our PDF in chief literally just captured Venezuelan oil. My gas need to go down. Oh, we gotta make it. Gotta make it. Gotta make it. Ooh, got up in there. Man, if you guys haven't gotten Storage Hunter Ward or Simulator already, you're missing out. Give me that. I need to make my money back. Let's do that. Seems good. Okay. Okay. All right, let's stop by the lock, Smith. Get our goods.
Yes, Chief?
Oh, I thought I had stuff over here. I guess not. Yeah, guys. Oh, that was such a waste. That was such a fucking waste. Oiling. Yo, come on, move out the way. I'm driving here. Had to hit that Tokyo Drift on him.
Can I help you?
Damn. Some weird, scary mask. Also, let's find out here where we're going. Damn, I was right there. I could have dropped that off. I wasn't aware. Uh, but yeah, I'm not moving optimally around the city. Nissan Sentra? Okay. Also, guys, I heard GTA is gonna have like a weight gain system in there. Hmm.
May I help you?
What do you want?
Skirt. Like thinking about the whole GTA thing and gaining weight, I couldn't imagine gaining weight IRL and then playing that game and gaining weight. And then you go and you work out in the game to lose the weight in the game, but not IRL. Yeah, that would be so disappointing. I'd be so sad at myself. But that's not the issue we got now. We already got our workout in for today. Didn't eat as well as I wanted to because, you know, we had Pete's. But I probably won't have any more Pete's for another month, and that'll be a treat to myself. Boom, ba-da-dum, da-dum, da-dum. Come on now.
Greetings.
150, 80.
Good morning.
I guess I paid for it already. But then also you work out IRL, but leave the game on, and it's the opposite. True. Yeah, man. But I've been super proud. You know, been working out a lot lately. Even got a weighted vest, which I love, man. Now, mind you, the weighted vest I use it for walking and stuff, but because I tried to use it and do a workout, but I wasn't ready, bro. Like that shit's insane. Like that is the equivalent of what I think with the Saiyans wearing, you know, their armor in Dragon Ball Z. Not even their armor, but their clothes, and the clothes are weighted. It's like, god damn. Like trying to do a push-up was so tough. 20 extra pounds when you have been consistently doing a certain thing is tough. Yeah, but yeah, man. Just trying to get to it, man. Mm-mm-mm. All right, let's see. Should we do an auction over here? Because really, we just need to make a bunch of money. We need to get our nut back. Okay. All right.
I can love everything the great guy got lost with that but prosperity that but stuff but I would ask to their but I watch our 12
Okay.
12 when you dive to Hungary but I would
Yes,
assume
too
that there is a
fast.
scene with
Okay.
sings on them
Okay.
Estu.
Yep.
Yeah.
Actor when I go there drive para eat
Okay.
the road those also the actor when I hear plans and the winner was also some of the was also better way to paper were actual for all the paper session.
Oh. Is that a warhead? Did we literally just buy a tactical warhead? And a Christmas arch. Okay. This motherfucker was all over the place. Tried to sneak that one past me, probably. That's a mine. Should we not be riding around with that? It says coming soon. Okay. I hope that works. Get this fucking missile that, we're just going around. Come on, come on, come on. What? Oh God. I mean, I'd have blown everyone up. All right, so we got to take those to get examined. I think we'll take the military is right up the road, and art and culture, I think, is on the other side of town. Wow.
How can I help?
Damn, it cost $80 for him to figure out what kind of bomb I'm dealing with. But a legendary microscope is gonna cost 150. Ooh, Gooner gang. Oh. Ooh, oh, oh, oh. Oh, it's 12:30, huh? Guys, I think that guy that's sitting on that little thing out there, I think that's Thorn, bro, because we definitely stole Mjolnir from him.
Welcome.
Mm, 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 mm. Boom. All right, cowboy hat guy. Weird creepy thing, chests, creepy thing, sink. Yeah, I guess it's not much. Oh.
Okay. Come on.
Okay.
I'm a fucking shiesty. Put that there. There we go. Yeah, we got to make it back home. Because we need to be able to make the most money, and I think we got to come up with like 10K. You know, I really should see how much a car cost. I'm spending so much on gas. Come on now. Let's get into this. I gotta make this money. Wow. Big Tokyo Drift coming. Oh shit. Oh no. Damn, my guy, your goose was almost cooked. Hmm. Bad. There you go. Give me a sec. BRB. All right, y'all. I just want to scroll a little bit. So let's get it going. Let's get it popping. Doop 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 doop. Busy doop 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 doop. Doop 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 doop. Doop 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 doop. All right, let me get some sound here. How I genuinely be on my first ice raid after that 50K sign-in bonus hit my account. Shit, man.
Can't come out after 4 days and play one.
And there were a number of guys at the tempo for them.
Can't come out after 4 days and play one.
And there were a number of guys at the tempo for them.
Can't come out after 4 days.
He said, "You a strong ass nigga." All right.
This isn't Lord of the Rings. You can't just go kill all the boomers. You're not just going to be able to go kill all the people that are killing you. This isn't a fairy tale. They're going to burn the world alive. They're going to pollute everything on it. They're going to die, and then we're going to die so much sooner, okay? So how do we get rid of all of these people, right?
Shit.
Sorry, boomers.
This guy's
I
spitting.
hate to be postulating about your death, but this is the end of every single movie that we've ever seen, right? You have these rich people alone in their towers. They got nothing to do. They have no friends. They have no allies. They're throwing out everything they can, everything at their disposal to just try and distract you and me from the fact that they got nothing left. They got no time. They got no love. They got no heart, right? Either way, it's a good movie. It's cliche. But this isn't Lord of the Rings, guys. We don't have Samwise the Brave. We don't. We got 1,000 Sarumans in that motherfucker, dude. And there's nothing that you're going to do to get them. Oh, look at that squirrel.
I was distracted by that
Oh.
squirrel.
God
got me.
damn. God damn. This isn't fucking Lord. Don't get fucking Gandalf and you're all seeing eye as in Israel. There's no other way out of this system than to vote. And I'm sorry, I know it's not a threat. If it was, they wouldn't let you do it like they didn't let black people do it during the civil rights. Protesting isn't a threat because you follow the laws when you do it, right? It's sanctioned by the state. But listen to me. This is the last year that we can vote out a third of the Senate. We can vote out 37 governors. We can vote out we can get the whole entire fucking boomer generation out of politics this year. We can do it. We can say goodbye, you fucking evil.
He's spitting. He's right.
Sexually repressed, overly beaten, fucking gross people, right? We can get them out.
Shit.
But are you about it? Are you about it? Are you actually the fuck about it? Because you'd have to vote to be about it. Either way, have a nice day. It's a catch-22. What do we do about these boomers if we can't just kill them, right? If they're just the ones killing us, right? Because apparently we don't have... This isn't Lord of the Rings. You can't just go kill all the boomers. You're not just going to be able to go kill all the people that are killing you.
Round 2. But fight.
I have some massive fucking news that you may have missed.
That's a week
We have
ago.
some news right now. Philadelphia is not messing around with ICE. The Philadelphia
That's a week
sheriff has
ago.
black.
Let's actually catch up on our news here. This is...
We have a major Epstein Files update. The Department of Justice, in a late-night filing, just argued in court, saying that a court has no authority to adjudicate or enforce the Epstein Files Transparency Act. And they did this super late at night so that the American public...
Yeah, guys. So, yeah, your Congress voted to mandate that the Epstein files get released. We had a deadline in December. It didn't work for us, so we took a little more time. When asked why, we're just not gonna respond. And then a month later, we're basically saying, technically, you guys can't make us do anything. Ha! Joke's on you. I'm the DOJ. I'm the DOJ.
Look would know about it, but Midas Touch actually caught this court filing as an exclusive. So spread the word. So here's what happened. Representative Ro Khanna, Representative Thomas Massie in the past week filed a letter with the Southern District of New York, the judge in the Ghislaine Maxwell case, and said, you need to appoint a special master, an independent monitor, to go through and determine whether or not the DOJ is complying with the Epstein Files Transparency Act. Well, tonight, the DOJ just responded, saying that the federal court lacks the authority to enforce the act and that Khanna and Massey don't have standing to essentially recommend an independent monitor. In short, the Department of Justice's position tonight is that no court can force them to produce the files. And everyone needs to know about it.
Yo, welcome back, homie.
That happened while people were asleep. Spread the word, follow for more. We have a major Epstein Files up. We have some pretty significant news right now. NBC News has confirmed that across Minneapolis, ICE agents are We have some pretty significant news right now. NBC News has confirmed that across Minneapolis, ICE agents are literally walking around and demanding that people show their papers to try to confirm citizenship. And it doesn't matter whether you're a citizen or non-citizen, multiple U.S. citizens have been asked by ICE agents to show their papers. Now, this comes
This
after
isn't anything
a previous
new, though.
report I made from Kristi Noem saying that, you know what, if you're an American, just be prepared to possibly have to show or prove your citizenship, especially if, as Noem said, you are around someone that they are trying to target for immigration enforcement mechanisms. But this prove your citizenship, show me your papers, has only been made possible by this United States Supreme Court, which essentially greenlit earlier last year the ability of an ICE officer to stop someone really based solely on the way they look. So very significant news out of Minneapolis. I'll provide you more updates as we get more information.
Guys,
Follow
this
along
is
for
getting
more.
bad, man.
We have some pretty significant news right now. NBC News has confirmed. We have breaking news this evening. According to CBS, the Trump administration has opened up a possible criminal investigation into Minnesota Governor Tim Walz and Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Frey. Why? For allegedly obstructing law enforcement activity. The details of the investigation at this hour are unknown, but this is clearly an attempt by the administration to influence the Minnesota governor and the mayor of Minneapolis, especially as more ICE officers are surged into the city. This is a significant development and comes as the Trump administration under Donald Trump has gone after political opponents using the Justice Department. We saw it with Jerome Powell, we've seen it with senators and members of Congress, and now we're seeing it in Minnesota with the governor and the mayor of Minneapolis. I will continue to provide you more updates as we get more information, so spread the word, and as always, follow along for more. We have breaking news this evening. According to CBS, the Trump administration has opened up a possible... We have some major news right now coming out of Virginia that could fundamentally
sure.
alter future elections.
I remember
You
hearing
need
about
to know
this.
about it, so help spread the word. The Virginia legislature recently approved of a constitutional amendment that will allow voters to choose whether to redraw the state's maps. And this amendment, if Virginians decide to
But yeah,
pass
welcome
it,
back,
will
Outcast.
essentially level the playing field. Why? Because the White House, even to this day, is continuing to pressure Republican-led legislatures across the country to redraw maps without consent from voters of their state. And it's important to note that this effort in Virginia has actually been very different from the effort we saw in Texas, for example. Why, you may ask? Well, because in Texas, the legislature did it. Here in Virginia, the voters are going to get to decide. And mind you, this amendment in Virginia is temporary. It'll only redraw the maps through 2030, at which point the maps will be redrawn because of the new census. Now, I wanted you to know what's happening in Virginia because it's happening in real time, and it's happening right now, and it's going to impact the
I
upcoming
need some,
election. Feel free
after
to learn
this, let's
more.
look into
I threw a
world
petition
news.
in the link to my bio for you to go check out. It has more information about the amendment and what it means. So spread the word, follow along for more. We have some major news right now coming out of... We have some news right now. Jimmy Kimmel is offering Donald Trump one of his many awards that he has won as a TV show host in an effort to try to get ICE out of Minnesota. All kidding aside, this is real. On Jimmy Kimmel's show, he said, you know what? If this gets ICE out of Minnesota, you can have one of my awards that I've won. And he was laughing and alluding to the fact that Maria Corina Machado, the Venezuelan opposition leader, gave over her Nobel Prize to Donald Trump, and in an effort to try to become the next president or the next leader of Venezuela. Now, she left the White House with a bag of Trump memorabilia. She left her Nobel Prize at the White House. And all kidding aside, the Nobel Committee has now issued multiple statements over the past 24 hours saying that the prize cannot be transferred to another individual who is not a Nobel laureate. In this case, the only Nobel laureate is Maria Corina Machado and not President Donald Trump. As always, spread the word. Full updates on my Substack, linked in bio, so subscribe for free. Follow along, stay up to date on all the news that you need to know about. I'll have more to come soon.
That's so ridiculous.
We have some news right now. Jimmy Kimmel is offering Donald... We
So
have
dumb.
some news right now. Department of Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem is now advising American citizens to essentially carry... We have some news right now. ICE agents arrested multiple workers at a Mexican restaurant outside of Minneapolis, Minnesota, just hours after spending their lunch and eating lunch at the restaurant. This is a real story. According to the Minnesota Star Tribune, ICE agents followed out workers hours after eating lunch at a Mexican restaurant outside of Minneapolis, followed them outside of work, and proceeded to detain them. Restaurant El Tapatio. We have some important news right now.
That's
There's
fucked.
major concerns within the White House today. Why? Because Donald Trump's popularity on immigration is falling, and it's falling fast. According to Axios,
That's also something that I want to get across, guys. All of this shit feels helpless. And then you hop online and you see all these different people talking about, yeah, ICE is doing a good job. If she didn't resist, if she only complied, you know what I mean? Well, that baby, you shouldn't have had your baby at a protest. Mind you, in that situation, they weren't at a protest. Literally, ICE was just shooting gas canisters into cars. Like, what the fuck is wrong with him? But all those people in it, I know it feels like it because there are a lot, but the majority of them are bots, man. It's insane. And it's like not like some are bots and then some are literally, I don't know, outsourced from fucking India, right? Like somebody just literally set up to make the stupidest fucking comment in the world on specific posts that mention any kind of, hot topic, right? And in regards to ICE, it's like these people said, hey, you know what? Fuck what the actual reality of it is. We're going to use bots. And those bots are going to work on several types of people. Some, the literally, mentally retarded, right? Like those on the spectrum, you can pretty much count. Like you can tell that a lot of the people and that are maybe my age or younger and more, have a decent following, you can tell that these motherfuckers who are spewing this bullshit are like fucking on the spectrum and they just say whatever. I literally spent some time in, I don't know how else to call it, but like some neo-fascist fucking Spurge Lord, bro. Like, and the craziest thing is they were using an avatar. This was on Kick. And like what I realized is that these motherfuckers just have echo chambers. Their entire stream is just echo chambers. And you're using an avatar. And we all know you're some 40-year-old, 50-year-old man in a basement just spewing this shit. And you don't even know. Like, anyway, it just what I'm trying to get at is that the stuff that these people work on are people who are obviously emotionally and mentally disturbed. Like you're not going, unless you have so much hate in your heart, you are not going to see somebody get fucking shot in the face 3 times. And honestly, like you might think, hey, maybe they shouldn't have resisted, maybe they shouldn't have been in that situation, right? Like you might think that because I think we're allowed to have thoughts, but there's no way you would openly say that without just trying to be fucking hateful. And the people, like I said, there are some who are filled with hate and there are some who are so autistic they think that that's being edgy, right? And that's the thing to do. I say all that just to make sure you guys know, like, as crazy and bad as it feels, what Aaron Parnas is saying here leans to be true. Like there are a lot of like I know Republicans. Like my wife's family has a lot of Republicans. My wife's family have people who voted for Trump. And the only thing that I can say is they may not support how ICE is going about it, but what it feels like is that, you know, I mean, mind you, they're not going to be saying and talking about it like, oh, how messed up is this, that, and the third. That's not them. They're not, they're not going to talk about that. But I don't think they condone it. Now, mind you, that's also the benefit is that some people, they will say, oh, I used to think this way and now I no longer think that. And then most of them just be like, well, whatever, it doesn't really affect me. So I'll just move on. I'm a citizen, so I'm good. Well, uh, Renee Good was a citizen, and now she's fucking dead. And her son is an orphan, or not. I guess he has another mom, but his mom is gone. So hold on one second. I think my boys might be up. But again, I just don't want you guys to feel like all is lost, all like we're so helpless. Like, no, the majority of people out there are decent and know what's happening is wrong. It's just that the opposite voice, those people, they're being magnified. They're purposely being magnified. If you speak a certain way, that post is going to get put on your feed, whether it's on Twitter, whether it's on Facebook, whatever it is. Like that is the propaganda machine to literally make you feel helpless, to make you feel angry and, not heard, and go and do something crazy and dumb. As I said earlier, man, it ain't about going out and doing something crazy and dumb. It's about being ready when something crazy and dumb comes for you. So again, I'm going to reiterate, make sure you get a weapon legally. Get you a firearm legally. Train with it. Become proficient in it. Feel comfortable with it. Okay? And organize. Get with some friends. Get with some families. Talk some family members. Talk to them. See where their head's at. Figure out if something's happening. What if, right? Like, oh, just what if scenarios. You know. Then third, make sure you work out. Go work out. Go get active. You can't be. You can't. I mean, I hate to say it. You can be fat and revolutionary, but it won't end well.
Private internal Republican polling reviewed by the White House clearly shows that his administration is not doing well among voters regarding immigration. It's not surprising why, right? We see what's happening on the streets. Now,
Oh, something I heard these idiots say earlier. They were like, "Well, these people, these ICE is getting rid of so many people in Minneapolis or Minnesota that it's like, well, if they get rid of enough, they'll start losing congressional seats." And it's like, guys, what are we talking about? Like what? Like what? Like Minnesota wasn't the most liberal state ever anyway. Like, huh? But I don't know, man. I don't know. They just be spouting shit, man. Yeah, and I mean the thing is what I'm hearing online is that people feel as though African Americans, black people, should be doing more. We should be out there in the front. And I heard someone put it perfectly. There were several people put it perfectly, right? Like they said, so, depending on what skin tone you are, your parents may have had to take you to school, right? Or not even that. Like, it's essentially like I think the anecdote she used was, when you're laying in bed and you fall asleep and your parent came in and was like, "Hey, we need to go to school," and you're like, 5 more minutes, and then your mom comes back in and it's like, "Hey, we need to get up. You're gonna be late," warning you, trying to wake you up, and then eventually, guess what? You wake up because you got those extra 5 minutes and you're late. You miss the bus. Now your mom comes in and you realize knowing now, right? Like your mom has to go to work, she's got to do all this stuff. But guess what? Your mom might have then literally had to take you to school. So she was going to be late. And the entire time she's telling you about yourself. Like, how dare you? I told you you shouldn't have done this. Some people's moms cussing them out, right? Like, you goddamn dummy. Like, why you want to do this? I told you to wake up. I told you to do that. Blah, 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 blah. The entire way to school. In this scenario, white America is the kid. We are literally the mom. The black people are literally the mom saying, "Hey guys, our system has been corrupt for a long time. The law enforcement beat us and treat us and kill us like dogs for no reason, unprovoked. All of the shit that we have been saying that police and those in positions of power do, now people are waking up. literally until 2000, maybe 15, when people started having more cell phones. Anytime a black person would bring up police brutality, it would be it would literally be, denied. Like, that doesn't happen. You shouldn't have resisted. You should have complied. You should have done this. Every single thing they're saying about Renee Good, every single thing. And it's like African Americans were saying, guys, this is what's going on. I'll even say this, unfortunately, poor whites didn't realize it until it happened to them, right? And that's just the way it goes. So the collective black understanding is that, yes, this happens. This will happen. If you have any reason, the cops will beat your ass. A lot of poor whites don't realize it until they see one of their own getting victimized and lied on and drugs planted. Like, we used to say cops plant drugs all the time. No one believed it. No one. And now we literally see corrupt police departments planting drugs all the time because their own body cams are telling on them. Right? And then sometimes we'll have somebody who's recording in their car. You talk too much, stand up and give us a twirl. I mean, he's not wrong.
Now, Trump, for his part, supports the policy.
I'm just fucking around. I'm just fucking around. I'm just fucking around. Yo, if my green screen went up and I had a little more space, for sure I'd do it. It's just I don't feel like letting the green screen down and da 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 and this, that, and the third. I don't feel like it.
Policy, but he says he doesn't like the way that it looks publicly.
But yeah, and this group feels as though African Americans should be like doing, all this stuff, but we literally are the mom spanking your ass, telling you the entire time, like, didn't I tell you to get up? Didn't I tell you that this is gonna happen? Didn't we say this was gonna da 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 da? But after that anecdote, then someone else brought up a true fact that there are people who want African Americans to be on the front lines. And I do agree with that. But I'm also going to say this. The fact of the matter is, if black people get out there en masse, they will use that as an excuse to fucking mow people down. The fact that African Americans and other brown people have not come and joined this full force is the only reason they haven't started using those automatic rifles. Like, that's just this is literally saving and buying you guys time. Unfortunately, buying you time for what? I don't know. But like I said, man, let them protest and go to the streets. I mean, yeah. But also, I just need this to be understood. Ian brought up a good point. He said, let them protest and go to the streets. My people will not be your martyrs anymore. And that's well and good. But I need you guys to realize that the threat we're facing may require us. And it's like, let me keep it a beat. Where this is headed, where I see this going, again, like I said, I got 3 things I need y'all to do. Get a gun legally, train with that gun, make a plan and organize. Anything outside that, hell, you please work out too, right? Like, assume that training includes working out and, getting familiar with your weapon. Because where I see this going, it's like, I don't know another way to stop it. I don't know, like, I don't. I'm over here, like, I know they are saying vote. But if the dictator decides he doesn't want to do he doesn't want to do, elections, primaries just out of the blue because they're supposed to be in November, right? If the dictator decides that, what are we gonna do? What we gonna do? So yeah, for sure. But that's the thing though, man, is when it comes to this type of shit, the people who've had it too good don't really know what it means. They don't know that, yes, sometimes you're gonna see your best friend get their fucking block knocked off. That there's gonna be a mercy killing. That they're literally gonna slime you out in the middle of the street and then hang you up somewhere. Every black person in America that is cognizant of reality understands what had to happen, what a lot of like generations of black people had to go through to make an actual change against the powers that be. And we didn't even succeed. But the cost, I mean, the cost is high. And so, yes, my Latino brethren who in mass voted very red and have always voted very red because of their proximity, what they consider a proximity to whiteness, right? But also, you get a lot of Hispanic people by bringing up Christianity, which I've said before on this stream. I feel as though you are allowed to be religious, you are allowed to follow a faith. But just make sure that the faith you are following isn't made or wasn't made to manipulate you, whereas a lot of faiths are. And if it just so happens that the most popular faith in the world that is pushed by every government in some way, shape, or form is the one that requires you to be subservient, right? Is the one that's been used to manipulate you from being a kind individual, right? From being let me help those in need, let me teach a man to fish, right? Take you from that, then to take you into, well, guess what? No free handouts. You need to work for it yourself. If these billionaires got to pay taxes, then I need to pay taxes too. I probably need to pay more taxes. Let me pay. And so what? A mom got shot in her face. If this religion can be manipulated and spent to, let's even take it back in the day, right? Essentially make you feel okay with being a slave owner, to make you feel okay and tolerate being a slave, right? Like they were able to use the Bible to justify slavery, to justify Jim Crow. This is a lot of religions, not just Christianity, but a lot of them are used to manipulate. And my thing is, like I said, if you're going to believe in something, make sure that someone can't use that against you. Because what we're seeing is, what we've seen is the weaponization of Christianity, whether it's to, prevent, women's choice over their own body, whether it's to somehow put Latinos into camps that people have died in, then that they've been deported to places where they've been sexually assaulted. It's just if you consider yourself, never mind, I'm not gonna get into all of that. What I'm gonna say is, yes, I need Latinos to be on the front line. I need white people to be on the front line, and I'm gonna keep it a beam. Black people not being out there is buying you time. I swear to God, it is. If there was a line of black people doing what we do, yeah, it'd get a lot of attention. And martial law would be called the next minute. They were attacked. He feared for his life against a mom driving their car away. And let's assume that he was fearing for his life and he shot once, maybe twice. Just, the reaction 3 times, 4 times, and you're trained. Intent to kill is wild, bro. But I don't know how that's gonna play out. What I need my people to do is to get straps legally. If you cannot get a strap legally, get somewhere where you can. Make a plan. I mean, not that I would do this, because not even that I condone it, but I am positive. Like, let's say I live somewhere like New York or somewhere where I wasn't allowed to, have a gun. I mean, I could probably find a friend somewhere to be like, hey, when this all goes down, maybe I'll come, stop by your place wherever you are and pick up something, right? Oh yeah, there'd be a riot, yeah, and they'd have to quell the riot. The quote unquote looting would start, But right now, I mean, I legit know the feeling that people are fed up. And I also feel for because I feel for Renee's family. I feel for all these people's family because they're not like me and they don't come from my family. My family, like, guys, I can be a very cold individual to those who I consider have harmed someone I care about. And like, again, not that I ever condone or wish violence on someone publicly. I mean, but like, let's be real. Like, not that I'm gonna tell people to go and do a certain thing. I'm just saying, like, hey, it would be so tough for me if I was Renee, Good's family to just not want to take it into my own hands, man. And I feel like that shows kindness, that shows humanity, right? And as I said before, some people don't have that when it comes to their own. And I'm gonna keep it a bean. If it comes to my boys or my wife or my mom or my sisters or anything like that, my brother, like I don't know if I have it in me, man, to not do something insane, bro. Like something insane. Like that's the thing. Like I just I'm so like when I hear about stories like, Renee Good and or, Trayvon Martin or, these people who've been killed senselessly by, you know, fascists. Let's be real, let's call it what it is, neo-fascists. It's like, how do y'all not just crash the fuck out every time? Every time. You know what? There's this. Oh, let me see if I can find the story. Let's see here. Guy. Oh, BRB, I needed hey, do your thing, man. But yeah, day after the police took his son's life, Rodney Hinton Jr. took the life of a police officer by running him over with his car. And then over on the side here, it says police allege that a father hit and killed a sheriff's deputy with a car a day after his 18-year-old son was gunned down by the officers. Which, just FYI, it was not the same officers. It was like I don't even know if it was in the same. Like I don't think it was even in the same town. But Rodney Hinton, 30. Iowa was charged with aggravated murder and is being held without bond. The alleged attack came hours after he watched police footage of the fatal encounter with his son. Lawyers from the Hinton family say Cincinnati's police chief said there is a connection between the two cases, although there has been no suggestion that the father knew the deputy who died. Ryan Hinton was killed after brandishing a gun at police during a stolen vehicle investigation. Officials say a gun was found at the scene. There is no indication he fired it. Now this is the thing. They'll lie. They'll lie and say brandish, but I wonder what that footage is. Let's see here. Let's see if we can find the footage. Let's see. Ryan Hinton. Uh, I mean, this might be a Twitter thing. I'm gonna have to go to Twitter for this one. Let me see what I can find here. If it's available, right? Like that stuff gets sealed. Yeah, when you watch the body cam footage, clearly did not point a gun at. Oof. Let's see. Is it gonna be in here? I see this picture. The thing, like, they're talking about this, but I can't see the video. Yeah, I can't. Let's see. We'll see media.
Cincinnati's police union is making some against.
I don't know if I'm going to show this, just because you know what could
was
be.
killed by a Cincinnati police officer. His death was followed by Hamilton County killing.
Sneaking around behind closed doors, negotiating this settlement, where says the Cincinnati FOP president Ken says the city manager kicking around and hint clear the hint from us on. He's Larry. He was reporting not giving asset. The city this settlement reject the being right from city council.
It's a slap in the face to the Henderson family. You got a ding and also did out. It's just.
Member Jeff Cramerding says he's talked with City Manager Long and she's agreed, so will be voted.
I do have evidence disjunct that
Cramerding counts in being.
Let's see. Maybe it's on Reddit, because that's just a report. I was really hoping.
It was 6 seconds.
He said gun, but there was no gun. I'm going to rewind this, because again, it goes right into those sounds that you're hearing. So again, I don't want to show that.
Six seconds.
Like, he literally, this is the wild thing. So the guy's coming around the corner and is running, or not around the corner, but between two trash cans. And the guy is like running through, but the cop is already moving his gun. So he's moving his gun from like over here to right here. Right. And before he even, but he's already started doing it. But before it even like stops right here, like he lines it up, he's like, gun, or I'm sorry, he's like, gun. Boom. But the guy is not even facing him. Not facing him at all. And he's the one that said gun. He's like, no one else has appeared to say that, but that, he says that and then starts opening fire.
It was 6 seconds.
Yeah, damn, dude's not even like looking at him. Damn, 4 shots?
That took 6 weeks to analyze.
I am the only person responsible for this decision.
Prosecutor Connie Pillich clearing the officer of wrongdoing in the shooting death of 18-year-old Ryan Hinton.
And I'm confident that my decision was based on every fact available.
Pillich's evidence starts in northern Kentucky. This surveillance footage showing Hinton and 3 suspects rummaging through unlocked cars that morning.
There he is, right by the white car on the right.
The 4 men were found in East Price Hill inside this reportedly
that one's
stolen
tough,
car,
man.
Which police tracked.
So, and I say it's tough because of the fact that I'm gonna keep like If you are black and a cop can justify shooting you, either because you are resisting, because you had a gun, even if that gun wasn't pointed at them or you weren't even moving towards it, like you were running away, it doesn't matter. Like the normal law is like, hey, you can't shoot a person running away from you, right? Like that is not, like you're not allowed to do that. But if they say gun, it immediately says, well, let's be real. Let's assume that there wasn't even a gun. He says gun, that gives him carte blanche. Like if you're black, like you're cooked. And it's just as simple to, to plant a gun. But, more importantly, it's just one of those things where there's no way that cop would be arrested for that. The moment you start running away from the cops, it's almost a free, oh, get out of jail free card for them. They can, if you're of color, they can mow you down. Hell, I mean, you really can if you're not of color. Like they can just mow you down at that point. Like you're running, who knows what you could be doing with your hands. You could be running like a fucking mummy, or some zombie or some shit. Guess what? We don't know what his hands were doing. We don't know. How do we know he wasn't gonna turn into Mr. fucking Incredible and like reach his arms all the way around and choke us? Like, they'll come up with some shit like that. But ultimately, it's like, can you see that so that part is not tough, right? But what I just saw, I wonder, as a father, could you see that, intuit that, and and watch that happen to your son, and just be okay? Or would you snap? Would you absolutely lose your mind? They said this man literally watched the video, and then like hours later, we're not even talking same day, we're talking this man saw it, probably got far enough away from the courthouse or wherever it was, who knows, just to find him a cop. And on his way back home, he was like, you know what? They got one of mine, I gotta get one of theirs. Type shit, untouchable type shit. But yeah, that story always throws me, man.
We have some news right now. Philadelphia is not messing around with ICE. The Philadelphia sheriff has blasted ICE, calling them, quote, fake, made-up law enforcement, and says that she will arrest any ICE agent who commits crimes in the city of Philadelphia.
Yo, what's up, Cash?
Around. Philadelphia Sheriff Rochelle Billow made these comments today at a
Yo,
press
welcome,
conference talking
welcome.
about the horrific shooting of Renee Nicole Good in Minnesota. She says that ICE's actions, quote, violate legal law and moral law, warning them you.
Oh, I think that was what's the chick from Frieren? Yeah, man, I've been good, been good. Hey, you off work? Have you played Rivals yet? Collapsible shoulder. That's looking good. And with the cane, like she's so talented.
We must do more. The tragic death of Renee Good.
We must do more. Fuck this guy, man. This is Hakeem Jeffries, right? Or Cory, no, this is Cory Booker.
Has brought into clear spotlight so many of the things the Trump administration is doing to make our communities less safe. But one of the most alarming crises are issues of training and accountability standards for ICE officers.
I mean, but we know this. We know they're inept. We know they're mentally, compromised. We know all these things. These are people who could not get jobs for whatever reason as police, or were fired from those jobs for whatever reason. It's like they could not, they got hate in their heart. And even outside of the hate, some people have an indifference in their heart, which can be even worse. They have an indifference in their heart and they just want a job. Just woke up from a nippy nap. I bet you feeling good.
I have some massive fucking news in my notes here. It's
No, we're not taking.
We have some news right now. ICE agents arrest.
That one was
feel
fucked.
about Luigi's attorneys filing a joint letter to the court with the government, because that's exactly what happened last night. The joint letter.
Let's catch up. Let's see what's happening over here on the Luigi menu.
I'm going to tell you right now, I don't know about this one. No, you usually delete videos, but this one may have to come down, so view it while you can. This is a leaked video from the Pennsylvania State Police of the inside of the storage unit and or the garage.
Okay, I'm not going to show this one, but I'm gonna listen to it, and I'm gonna mute it too. Because I don't know what the fuck this is. I've never heard of this. I don't know what's happening here, and I don't know what's about to be on screen. So I'm gonna close that down.
Of Jonathan Gerlach. Use your own discretion.
Okay, yeah, and she's saying use your own discretion, so this might be really bad. Yeah, I'm gonna mute audio from the browser. Check 1, check 2. Okay, yeah. That's wild.
Okay, what do you want to know about Luigi?
What do you think the general public doesn't know at this point?
It will possibly be the shockwave that we need to get police more education and more training on constitutionality, bringing evidence into custody, and when a detention triggers the 4th and 14th Amendments. I think everybody is so focused on what he allegedly did and why he did it. But what KA is doing in the court is so groundbreakingly refreshing to me. The judge issued that gag order. The state, by the DOJ and the White House, have violated it 3 times now. And each time that judge is getting pissed off and says, I want not only a response from you, but I want a declaration from you that says why this happened and what you're doing to keep it from happening again. Sean Buckley, the AUSA, files basically, gee, real sorry, we took care of it. We took the social media post down and it'll never happen again. KA says, that's not good enough. And then files a 10-page letter with receipts, case law, and backing up the point that not only should this death penalty be thrown out, but the whole indictment should be thrown out. That never happens, but you don't hear about it. I don't think that there are many attorneys who would take the time to write a 10-page letter detailing how the government has screwed over their client. You know, I'm not obviously working on Luigi's case, just being able to like share it and kind of point out like how groundbreaking this is. I get so excited about it. Okay, what do you want to know about Luigi?
Get you a good lawyer, man. You can get away with anything. I almost checked my my messages.
Feel about
Israel did not commit a genocide in Gaza. There is no standard by which Israel committed a genocide in Gaza, just on a factual level.
Just
You
as
know
a
this.
legal and factual level.
Yes.
Yeah.
What is your opinion of this?
My opinion is I understand the tendency for people to make that, to assert that.
Why?
On the basis of the images and the proportionality as
Ugly
it
shit
relates
doesn't
to
mean genocide.
No. And by the way, I agree with you.
Israel didn't.
Damn. I wonder what he said after that, because sometimes you could say, like, I agree with you on a certain point, right? But I mean, he is basically, like, even before then, he's saying, like, hey, just because people have seen this thing, like, let's be real, because we've seen what looks like a genocide, and the amount of people that have died and the force used has made it appear as though it's a genocide. And whatever he's about to say is like after that, but somehow still some way, you know, that's not what it is. Like what you're seeing with your eyes, what you're hearing with your ears, you can't trust that. Trust me, you can't trust that. You trust what I say, what I believe.
I have some massive fucking news. No, historic.
Always. Sexy Red revealed to be just Young Thug this entire time.
Oh, I'm on Fox News right now with these two handsome bastards protesting fucking ICE. They called us anti-ICE agitators because that's what we fucking are. Day one is in the books and we all found out exactly what we all knew already, which was they are all fucking pussy. Oh, I'm on Fox News right now with these two handsome bastards protesting.
I wonder if he has footage of it.
I'm here at the Minneapolis protest and Cam Higbee just showed up to try and pretend like we were putting cinder blocks together to fight ICE agents. In reality, we were trying to light the fire for the 5th fucking time because police officers keep showing up and putting it out. The white stuff on these fucking logs is their flame retardant that they keep fucking throwing down. So when you hear Cam Higbee saying, oh, they were trying to get some cinder blocks together to fight ICE agents, first of all, fuck off. It would be warranted at this point. Second of all, we're not even doing that. Fuck off, you fucking Nazi! I'm here at the Minneapolis protest and Cam Higbee just showed up.
Damn, I'm
to try and
fucking with this
pretend
guy's
we were
energy.
Putting cinder blocks together to
You know
fight.
what I mean? I don't know what he about, but I'm fucking with his energy.
Oh, I'm on Fox News right now.
Oh, I like these. All right, let's see. Trump, don't worry. It's still America first. I'm just protecting my people. My people. EU, is it? You're even in my business? I need it for security. Look how much the world admires my strength. Iran's exiled prince pleads with Trump for strikes to stop its leaders? I don't know if this guy has the authority to rule Iran. Let me think about it. Venezuela opposition leader gives her Nobel Peace Prize to Trump? Very nice. Peace through strength. CIA director visits new Venezuela president. Venezuela, let's open my oil to foreign investment, no Russia or China. South Africa hosts drills with BRICS and top countries. Oof. So BRICS countries are, you know, it's the alliance between Russia, China, India. I think Venezuela was in there, but like Iran, like there are people that are, you know, kind of tied together. And North Korea. That's one of the other ones. So that coalition. So they're, you know, opening that up, which is one of those things. I'm just doing what's best for you all, trust me.
Can we go to a dark place together for a second? We won't stay there, but I want to go somewhere dark just for a moment. I had like an hour-and-a-half long conversation with someone that was forged around content. And I gotta be honest, the question came from him that was basically, for lack of a better, you know, punctuation on it, just, why are you doing this, right? Your content's not necessarily driving collaboration requests. My content's not necessarily set up for TikTok shop collaborations, okay? I'm not necessarily selling more homes or gaining more clients in Delaware that want to buy or sell or invest. So why am I doing this? You want to run for politics? Not necessarily. Do you want to be a part of some giant regime change? Maybe. I don't know. In February 2022, I had a moment in my life I won't get too deep into right now that just led me down a path of waking up. And waking up for me started something simple, like what's the Federal Reserve? What do they do? How are they founded? That's odd. Other central banks, let me look into the past. Let me look at, how this was founded. Okay, it started with a bank panic. Why was there a bank panic? And then, you lead through the history, you get through the New Deal, you get through the Bretton Woods Agreement, you get into the Nixon shock, you get into Reaganomics, and then you walk through NAFTA and Glass-Steagall and the SEC margin rule change of 2004, and then you work all the way up to Citizens United and COVID inflation, and you think, wow, has this nation really just been on this path for a century? I make this content, guys, because I feel we are headed toward clear economic authoritarianism. Because I believe full-heartedly there is a path set up to walk down. And be clear, I'm not saying this is what's going to happen. But that the path of lily pads in our history, looking at the legislative wires, ripping out New Deal legislation, law by law, union by union, regulation by regulation, allowing a billionaire to make a little more, allowing a corporation to have a little less red tape, allowing an investor to make a little bit more moolah, all to the tune of the working class wealth gap being so exacerbated at this moment that it doesn't seem recoverable. I don't think it's supposed to be. I make this content because I don't want you to feel like what's happening at this moment is coming out of left field. The system's operating as it should. The usury model is operating as it should. The fractional reserve lending system is operating as it should. The political discourse to divide us between red and blue while they chase green is operating exactly as it should.
Fucking
And when you
facts,
hear about
bro.
what's going on today with regime change and oil gaining opportunities out in Venezuela, when you hear about billionaire pedophiles being covered up for, when you walk into a tariff-infused, inflating economy that's been inflating through Biden, through the first Trump term, through Obama's term, money was printed during Bush and Clinton, all these different politicians, blue or red, doesn't matter. And now we're talking digital ID. Now we're talking about getting currency out of paper and into the cloud. Now we're talking about paying down our own debt by utilizing stablecoin efforts. I'm here to tell you guys, right now, I'm looking at a world with AI infusement, data centers backing it, to a point where they can continue to live out their lives of wealth gaining, of capitalistic tendencies, on the backs, not only of the working class, but just of the American people. See, I think there's truly a UBI world in the future. I think there truly is a regime change effort within our own economy that we'll see in the next few years. And this doesn't have to do with Trump. This doesn't have to do with even Republicans. It has to do with leadership. It has to do with unfettered Citizens United lobbying that has led toward legislation that's gotten us to the point where it seems like an unforeseen effort. I'm not stating that correctly. It's they're bringing about so many radical changes that we can't even conceptualize. Hear me. So that by the time they're implemented, we have no clue what's even happened. That money printing ad nauseum for the last decade and a half, we're going to get to the end of it and we're not even going to realize what has happened. We're going to get to digital ID and information control and lack of free speech due to them being able to monitor everything you do and literally be able to arrest you based off tendencies of posting comments you've made online. That is a world we are walking toward. We are walking toward a world where the normal everyday person is going to have to rent everything, is going to have to subscribe to everything. There are going to be subscription cars, okay? There are going to be subscriptions for everything. Everything. There's not going to be any asset that can be obtained by the working class because they know if you did, you get your ass in a different class, and they don't want that. Because whenever you move up a class, somebody else has to move down a class, and that's not the way it has to be. About 2,000 years ago, about 1,996 years ago, a man stood in front of two different sects of people at two different times. One was a market. a market of money changers who were utilizing the floor at which they were selling and taking advantage of those that were trying to conduct sacrifices and just ripping them a new one financially over it. He brought out a whip and flipped tables. On another instance, in a market full of individuals called out vehemently, the den of vipers that are leading them, the cold...
I have some massive fucking news for you, so I need you to lock.
The deadline for the Epstein files to be released was December 19th, 2025. The DOJ, Department of Justice, illegally missed that deadline. On Christmas Eve, they said that they suddenly found over 1 million more documents and needed more time to review. This would bring the total to over 2 million Epstein-related documents. But remember, they said that there were none and that this was all a hoax. So they released only 12,000 out of the 2 million, including some that were AI-generated, doctored, and fully blacked out, including the names of the perpetrators. By the way, Congress has multiple legal mechanisms through which they can punish Kash Patel and Bondi and anybody else for violating the Epstein Files Transparency Act. Bottom line, Congress has 5 ways to force compliance, and they're using none of them.
Yeah.
Congress doesn't need a court approval or DOJ cooperation to...
It lets you know that there's a side that didn't want this to come up from the jump. And this entire song and dance has been orchestrated in front of us just to make it seem like, oh, they were doing something, they were doing anything. They were not doing something, they are not doing anything. That's the fact of the matter. They were talking about, the Dems literally folded when we had them by the balls when it came to the ACA tax credits. That guaranteed that millions of people would just literally say, you know what, I'm done with the Democrat Party. I'm not even going to give it a chance. They have zero backbone, but they folded there. Then it comes back up, for a vote. And guess what? It passes the House miraculously, solidly. And guess what? The moment it gets vetoed to turn the thing, it's like, oh, during that time, 2 other people back out, 3 other people back out, and, just so happen to back out. My thing is they had every intention of backing out from the jump. This has all just been a delay tactic. The Epstein files were they will kill people before they let that shit out. The president has literally had people killed over this shit. Like, you think they would ever just let that go? And even then, now people are like on board with it. Like they've jumped from literally the only thing they cared about is release the files, to it's not even that big a deal. And we're not even talking about, kids. We're talking about bless their labor. Like, the fuck is wrong with Nick Fuentes, man? These dudes are sick, bro. And I pray none of these motherfuckers who are justifying this shit have kids. Because of what it means.
Arrest Pam Bondi or Kash Patel or anybody else. So all of this is for show. The Epstein Transparency Act passed 427 votes to 1, probably because they all got a deal that they would never be implicated, or that they knew this whole bill was just for show with zero enforcement. The Epstein Transparency Act had no mechanisms to enforce the deadline, even though they very well could have introduced punishments specifically for Pam Bondi and Kash Patel for obstructing justice, such as a fine or putting their asses in prison for contempt of court and obstruction of justice. This whole government is complicit. And if Congress thinks that we're going to be satisfied with a few names of retired politicians and businessmen when this is all said and done, oh boy, do you have a storm coming. If we don't see...
When you're long distance GF, you haven't seen in years, flies out to give you a Blumpkin, peeps you grew a couple of inches.
Alabama has no OBGYNs in many of their counties. So they're doing something pretty cool. They're actually having robots do ultrasounds on these pregnant moms. So we can actually get those images back to the big center. So we know if the child has a problem, and we know if that mother's at risk. We have one of the highest maternal mortality rates in the world, in the country with the best medicine in the world. It's often stated, people ask, does healthcare stink in America? Well, they don't like it. Would you leave America to get healthcare elsewhere? Nobody leaves. We have the
Plenty of people leave. What? Like people go down to Mexico all the time. People go down to like, South America all the time. People literally fly to Spain and, have treatments and things done. Oh, like what? If you have the money to do that, you do that. Like what? What are they talking about? Like that's a straight up lie. They straight up lying out here, yo. And somebody who wants to believe that will believe that. Like they'll know that they have friends or family or people who constantly used to talk about going overseas to have a procedure done. The Turkish hair implants, like whatever it is, right? Like surgery, cancer treatments, things like that. Like not, there are an affluent few who can afford that, but I'm keeping it a bean. If I had to take out 1 million loans to get a flight to go to Australia to live for a little bit so I can get some health care, hell yeah.
If you can get to it, we don't want rural America left behind anymore.
Gee, I wonder why there's so few OBGYNs in Alabama. Let's ask my colleague who's an expert in this, renowned author and GYN, Dr. Karen Tang.
So where did all the OBGYNs go, and can we just be replaced by robots? I have many thoughts, buckle in. First, we have a serious crisis because maternity deserts, which is where there are zero OBGYNs, midwives, or labor and delivery units, is 35% of American counties, 60% in some states, especially in the Midwest and the South. And more doctors are leaving all the time, either leaving practice totally or moving states, especially in states with strict abortion bans. Idaho lost a third of their OBGYNs after the state passed a strict abortion ban. And this is not because most of them are abortion providers, but because of limitations and criminalization of run-of-the-mill obstetric practice, management of miscarriages, ectopic pregnancies, infections, which happen to potentially anyone who is pregnant. So why not just replace all the doctors with robots or AI? Because both Dr. Oz and Elon Musk have said that this is the way of the future. Robotic surgery has been around for decades. I trained in it 15 years ago, and all over the place there are radiologists who are remote. A tech does the scan and sends the images to them, and that's basically what they're talking about. But you still need an actual human for delivering the babies. If the baby gets stuck, if they need an emergency C-section, if they need any sort of procedure or management or exam, you need a human. Also, OBGYNs do way more than deliver babies. Cancer screenings, contraception, management of things like fibroids, endometriosis, PCOS, hormone issues, menopause, et cetera, et cetera. So ultrasound robots is like pull-up bars in the airport. It does literally nothing for the heart of the problem or how you actually fix these issues, which is increasing access to safe, affordable, accessible care for people who need it.
Alabama has no OBGYN.
Hey everybody. Seeing where things are and where things are going, I've decided to pivot the focus of some of my content a bit to be as much help to people.
You flip-flop?
No, what that mean?
You know what flip-flop mean.
I don't flip-flop. I'm one position only. I'm just taking you down through there. That's it. That's all we can do.
So you never get through there?
No.
Never ever?
No. I mean, maybe in my younger days, I probably tried to experiment, but I don't see how y'all take that pain, but I'll willingly take
Who's y'all?
Have you ever got
He was like, "Yo, what are you accusing me of?" And then I will say this. I recommend having a gay friend or two. You got to. It's the best personalities. And they keep it a bean with you.
Got into the pieces with one of your cousins?
My cousins?
Oh.
Kissing cousins? Kinfolk. Like the Malone sisters? Yes. No. Y'all never got into those pieces? No.
That sounds disgusting.
House with my cousin. They want to know, have you ever got into a piece with your cousin?
With my cousin? Yes, I did.
Do you talk?
Hell no. I let my shit hang freely. I do not touch. Hell nah, that's not my forte.
You don't get into all those pieces?
No, I don't get into them pieces. Let your shit breathe, son.
How many pieces do you plan on getting into this weekend?
Baby, I got these.
The
jockstrap pieces.
Uh-huh. And then, if you got the...
Are you ready? You ready?
Ready.
Wait, where you going after this?
Baby, I'm outside, baby. I don't know if it's,
The Rush! Do you flip-flop?
No, what that mean?
You know what flip-flop mean.
I don't flip-flop.
Wow. This man just did poppers live on video. Bronny's 2 threes in 2 minutes was more points than 6 other Laker players, including 2 starters. Shit. I'm betting.
This is the first
What
banned
was
episode
Aiton's
from It's
stats?
Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
That was from 3 days ago. Let's see what game this was. Let's see. They did the Hornets. What's this? That technically could have been the Hornets. Yeah, I think it was the Hornets, maybe. No. Let's go back one more day. The Hawks. Is that just a made up stat? They said they posted this 3 days ago. All right, let's. Okay, so it was Monday. All right, so it was actually Jake LaRavia and Marcus Smart. God damn.
Billboard. Season 4, Episode 3, America's Next Top Paddy's Billboard Model Contest. After buying a billboard, Frank subjects Dennis to a series of humiliating tests in order to compete on this.
They get dark really fast.
Today, January 14th, 2026, the system of control didn't just have a technical glitch, but instead
An iceberg the size of literally Chicago broke off in Antarctica.
I saw two very important videos yesterday with a stark difference. Now, one of the videos you're all going to be familiar with because it was the woman being murdered by ICE.
I'm about to tell you how criminals power their home illegally in the event of a power outage. They only use a few simple things: a generator, an extension cord, and a replacement male end for an extension cord. So what they do is they cut off the female end, they go to any hardware store or home improvement store and buy one of these. They're around $5 to $7, and then they wire this on so that they'll have 2 male ends on their extension cord. Then they kill the main power so they're not connected to the power grid anymore. Then they come back outside, turn their...
Here's a real quick, ICE funding be a red line issue for Democrats in the appropriations process and any minibuses to come?
110%. We have to use the leverage that we have, and the thing that we can do in this building that no one else can do around the country is make sure that we cut that funding. And if they want funding, there has to be a conversation on exactly what's going on with ICE. And the fact of the matter is, the conversation's not going to be had. They want to give ICE a blank check to go and terrorize our communities. We have to say no. And for me, it's a pretty simple thing. Just look at what's going on in our communities across the country. So that's the thing right in front of us. We do.
Disastrous news for Donald Trump as he was just caught in his most embarrassing lie yet. He said that Jonathan Ross, the ICE agent who shot and murdered Renee Nicole Good in Minneapolis,
we all knew that was a lie.
President Trump has talked twice in recent days, once at the Kennedy Center and then to Reuters again last night about canceling the election. Why is he talking about this?
I believe you're referring to the president's interview at Reuters last night. I was in that interview. It was a closed-door interview. Obviously, there was not audio or video. The president was simply joking. He was saying, we're doing such a great job. We're doing everything the American people thought. Maybe we should just keep rolling. But he was speaking facetiously.
You said that he was joking about canceling the elections, but Americans for generations have fought and died
for democracy, for this democracy. Are you saying that the president finds the idea of canceling elections funny?
Andrew, were you in the room? No, you weren't. I was in the room. I heard the conversation, and only someone like you would take that so seriously and pose it as a question in that way.
President Trump has talked twice in recent days.
What would you say to any progressives who might resume that line of conversation in light of the events?
You need law enforcement. You do. I'm sorry.
I hope it's becoming more and more clear that we people are the ones who are going to have to stop this for good. And we have
the people of this city held a belief that City Hall holds as well.
Also, Mamdani's over here killing it, bro. Like, he literally is already instituted universal child care there. And it goes to, and some idiots will always be like, well, who's going to pay for that? Motherfucker, you idiot. Y'all were paying for it. Y'all have been paying for it. You just literally were watching all those dollars go to rich, billionaires. He literally said, hey, let me put your money that you've been spending to use. And because these imbeciles lack the actual, intellect to be able to process, like, yes, I do pay taxes. Those taxes are supposed to be used to better my life, to better our society. But why wasn't that being done before? It wasn't being done before, so someone has to pay for these new taxes. No, motherfucker, you already paid. They were just going to someone else's pocket, giving somebody else a tax cut. Now y'all getting a little bit of that back. But I don't have kids. Idiot, shut up. Shut your mouth. Mike Tomlin sporting his daughter Harley in her gymnastic meet, the fist pump at the end. Hell yeah. Job 9.8.
Ilhan Omar, whatever the hell her name is. Do we have any individuals from Somalia in the group? That's from Minnesota.
That beautiful land, that beautiful state. They have a representative, Ilhan Omar.
Congresswoman Omar.
Ilhan Omar, who I don't know at all, but I always watch her for years.
I love her.
But it's actually sweet. All the time you've spent on me, it's honestly wild. All the effort you've put in, it's actually
Ilhan Omar is garbage. All she does is complain.
With the little turban.
Congresswoman, how do you respond to that?
The president's obsession with me and the Somali community is really unhealthy. It's creepy. And I hope that he gets the help that he needs.
I mean,
I love this.
The song carried. The song carried for sure. Damn.
Keep protesting, take over your institutions if possible, and save the name of the killers and the abusers.
New York, all power to the people. It's Chairman Paul from the Black Panther Party for Self-Defense. We are at the Smith Houses. We're at 80 Catherine Street, right? On the inside at the park, right? Me and the comrades out here setting up this food for y'all. We're gonna have hot soup, free clothing, and free groceries, right?
You gotta understand that most adults will never achieve maturity. It's just true. Most adults will never do that. Most adults across their entire life will only learn one lesson: the fear of growth. Because they were trained not to roll in rooms at 5 years old and everybody clapped for them like, oh, look at you, you're so mature. But you never asked what that word meant. Because what they meant.
Well.
I mean, he's spitting.
I have an important Antifa message today for those that own an iPhone. Yes, indeed. Now, you probably know, like me, if you have an iPhone today.
Wait, you can see it from the front. You could see it from the front. Oh, we got to get out of here. We got to get out of here.
I'm Senator Alyssa Slotkin from Michigan. Last week, U.S. Attorney from the District of Columbia, former Fox host Jeanine Pirro.
The precedent here is very simple. You have a federal law enforcement official engaging in federal law enforcement action. That's a federal issue. That guy is protected by absolute immunity.
There is no talking to evil.
I know what's not in the Epstein files.
In 2016, a few months before Donald Trump's election, and then in 2017, a few months after he moved into the White House, Jeffrey Epstein showed me about a dozen photographs which he took from his safe. I specifically remember 3 of them. In 2, Donald Trump is sitting beside Epstein's pool in Palm Beach, and in each photograph, he has a girl, a different girl, topless young girl, sitting on his lap. In the 3rd photograph, he's standing. He has a stain on the front of his pants, and 3 or 4 girls are pointing at it and laughing. We haven't seen these photographs, will we? What do you think? It's not the pictures, it's the cover-up. Well, it is the pictures. That's why there's a cover-up. The flip side of the mysteries that the Epstein files are supposed to reveal is the mystery of what's not in the Epstein files. For more on the Trump photographs, join me on Substack, Howell, Tales of Our Time. I know what's not in the Epstein files. In 20
So I used to be MAGA, and I'm telling the story about how I escaped. Many of you have been in my comments saying something to the effect of, J.D. Vance will be worse than Trump even when Trump's out of the way. I don't believe that's the case. I was born into fundamentalist, evangelical Christian.
Mayor and the governor.
If you watch CBS or any of the mainstream media outlets, you would not know that on day 1 of Zohran's mayoral term, he demoted Jessica Tisch. And we're going to get to this, but there's also like 5 huge things that he did that they're also not telling you because they want to minimize and obstruct his mayoral term as much as possible. Because if he's successful, it's really a sort of lambast at all establishment politics, Democrat and Republican. So let's get into it. The first thing he did is the prior executive orders executive order, which revokes all orders after
I remember that happening.
2024. So basically anything that Mayor Adams did, and he also walked back the previous mayor's pledge of allegiance to Israel. The first of these was a restriction on Israeli boycotts in the city. The second one was basically that any criticism of Israel, Israeli policies, the genocide, Palestinian advocacy could be seen as anti-Semitism. So now those, gone. The next one, big, mayor's office structure and operations, establishing the cabinet and specialized offices for economic justice and pro bono legal aid. Huge for a city of relatively impoverished working class people that are constantly attacked by the police and various other things, especially bad landlords. Speaking of, revitalizing the mayor's office to protect tenants, establishing an office to coordinate tenants' rights and improve housing quality. Literally, instead of like hoo-hawing around and parading and stuff after his inauguration, the first thing he did was go to
Damn, it's bad that the attention span I have is so limited.
In terrible living conditions. So it's clear that a huge part of his mayoral term is going to be about protecting tenants from shitty landlords and, number 4, leveraging city-owned land to accelerate housing. He's establishing a task force to identify sites for 25,000 new units. Sorry, I'm talking fast. I'm kind of excited. And the last and final of the housing is improving process to accelerate affordable housing development. So a new task force streamlining the permitting process to expedite housing production. All huge, all great, all amazing signals about what his mayoral term is going to look like. Now we get to Tisch. Hidden within the executive orders is a change in the structure of the mayor's office. So now he's the commissioner's not going to report to Zohran anymore. It's effectively like a downgrade of her position. She's going to be talking to the deputy mayor. And if you don't know who Jessica Tisch is, not only is she the one that ruined my previous business, she's also the person that basically brought the modern surveillance state to New York and then eventually exported it to the entire country. Huge Zionist, also comes from the Tisch family, the like 6th or 7th richest family in America. So at this point, I'm sure that we can expect a lot of weird hit pieces in the New York Post that are sponsored by the New York City Police Commissioner or the NYPD because they're pissed about it. If you watch CBS or any of the mainstream media outlets, you would not know that on day one of Zohran's mayoral term, he demoted Jessica Tisch. And we're going to get to this, but there's also like 5 huge things that he did that they're also not telling you because they want to minimize and obstruct his mayoral term as much as possible. Because if he's successful, it's really a sort of
They're sharing of
What do all
info.
these fucking people have in common? Sasha Riley, Virginia Giuffre, Katie Johnson. I'll give you a second. Yeah, that's right. All of them have said one thing or another about our president being a pedophile. Here's what we know for sure. The DOJ and the executive branch signed into law. They'd release all of the files by December 19th. Well, here we are. Midway through January, the files haven't been released. In fact,
This is huge. A letter that Epstein wrote just...
I'm here at the Minneapolis protest, and Cam Higbee just showed up.
92% of the people that Barack Obama deported were convicted criminals. 81% was the worst of the worst. Of the people that Trump is deporting today, how many of them are violent convicted criminals?
Probably 67.
It's 5%.
Just looked it up. Obama did not. His percentage was 2.4.
You completely made that up. You
Look it up right now.
You can tell me the site then.
Migrationpolicy.gov.
This is not even a thing.
It said .org.
Well, now it's .org.
Listen, his own source says it was 90%.
No, I did it.
Yes, you did, because I'm going to read it to
No,
you
it
right
did
now.
it.
Your source, Migration Institute. You didn't read the whole article because you probably just
Right,
read
let me
right
see
here,
it. Let me see it.
Right? But in 90% of what DHS defined as serious crimes.
Cook his ass. You're lying.
That's a hard fucking shirt.
What do you think about ISIS doing in Minnesota?
Am I allowed to say what I think?
You can say whatever you want.
I think all the chaos is caused by these paid agitators. When Obama was president, he did the same thing, and the Democrats were crickets about it. Now, because they hate Trump so much, they make a big deal.
You might have a point about that, but they weren't beating people up in public when Barack Obama did it.
They weren't resisting as much.
Well, because they were using due process. Like they had to have a warrant.
They had warrants.
They don't have warrants.
They're going after the worst of the worst. Seriously, illegal aliens.
The fact of the matter is sometimes when you tell somebody something, they just believe it. And then when a friend of theirs tells them about the same thing that they just got told, it locks it in. No, ICE in some instances does or has, I guess, has had, actual warrants. But we literally have just started, the process of the door-to-door knock, right? Like where they're literally knocking on doors and asking people to verify their citizenship, or how, they're walking up to individuals and literally just in person saying, hey, show us your papers. And this is an accepted, like, this is their now motto. Like, this was announced, or not motto, but like their, this is how they're choosing to, I guess, go about handling business. And in those cases, they don't have a warrant. But it is what it is.
FDO, yes, sir.
Where's the memes at, bro?
Okay, so Dokily Dokily, a quick little video on how
This is pure racism.
You introduced the word racism and people like, oh,
Young white American boy, how old are you?
21.
21 years old, say it again?
21.
Are you sure you're 21 years old?
21 years
and
old.
look at my store, it's full of white people from the woke white west. Even my daughter is, my daughter is even in the store. Every day we film in front of a live audience, and every day they beg for it. Now tell them your story. Yesterday, what did I tell you, young white boy?
You said only come in if you really want to do the video?
I gave you 24 hours to think about it, correct?
Yes.
He owns a hotel. He doesn't give a fuck about his tennis racket, and you only had money for half a suit. So let's take a look at this half suit.
Okay, I at first this was a meme, and now I'm getting uncomfortable, bro. We
So I
gotta
was
move
gonna
on.
type this in a comment, but it was gonna be too long. What I would say is to offer that service locally, like to your town, like you.
Stormy, is that you? Oh
Screwy.
my God! Way! You seem sick. Stormy, guess what happened? When I got out, I began to do everything right. I got my own house. Scrummy, what's up?
Right, listen, bro, listen.
That's the wrong turn. You ain't happy to
Right.
see
Bro,
me.
I know, bro. Who in the fuck are you?
My name is, they used to call me Boom Boom. And your name was Scrummy. It was short for Scrumptious. Listen, I see your knuckles. Listen, I know what you all about, but how you doing? I see you work. Oh.
Yeah, bro, you tripping, man.
I ain't tripping. Where you going?
Scrummy.
Don't.
Scrummy.
Scrummy, where you going?
They used to call me Boom Boom, and they used to call you Scrummy. It was short for Scrumptious. Yo, I still to this day don't understand what the Bobby Holiday experience is. Like, I just don't know. Just is he just trolling?
Yo, I got to give a shout out to Friday.
Lord, I pray you defend me from my enemy. No. Defend me from my enemy.
Oh, this is the person. This is not who I imagined. This is not who I imagined at all.
Yeah, how you doing? My boyfriend was here earlier. He said that you wrote your phone number or his receipt, and I'm just here to check you and say, like, control your hormones or whatever's going on. I know he fine. His name Antoine. You work with her?
Let me explain something to you.
Yeah.
I don't care about you nor Antoine. When you walk in here, say good morning like we said to you.
Oh, okay. Good morning.
Yeah. I don't care about no Antoine. I don't care none of that. You
I say good morning.
No, I'm asking. You want to order food?
Yeah, I am. Can I finish with that? I can feel it. I felt somebody over here. I felt it. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I only got two now to choose from. Eeny, where y'all going? Wait. Yeah, hey, what y'all see me over there?
You already know what's going on.
Your watch almost blind me, player, so you saying this where the money at?
No, we fucked up, huh?
Yeah, that's what you want. Yes, how you been? Me and the Gaytations, we was just talking.
Did he just say me and the Gaytations? like the Temptations? The Temptations and the Gaytations. One and the same, baby.
Let me put my whatchamacallit on. Yes, how you been? Me and the Gaytations, we was just talking.
Gaytations. What's that?
Yes. Ain't your name Victoria?
No, my name's
I'm
Dwayne.
Lictina.
My name's Dwayne.
It is you, yes!
I don't know you.
Huh?
I don't know you. From where?
The Gaytations, you used to dance. Your name was Thrusty Dusty, because that's what we named you. Your thrust is on
Dusty
point.
Dusty.
But you was a little dusty when you first came. Before
I'm
you.
24. I've been working in the medical field. I've never... Dusty, what?
The Rusty Dusty, your hip movement was.
No, that ain't me. That ain't me. I got a daughter and all. That ain't me.
You got a who?
A daughter and all. That's not me.
You adopted her?
No, that's my.
Ain't you a transgender? Did you got this?
No.
Snip.
This gotta be a punk.
No.
This gotta be a punk.
Oh,
This gotta be a punk.
wait. I thought you was a customer. I didn't mean to spread your business like that.
I don't know what you're talking about. I
No,
don't know.
wait. I didn't mean to spread your business like that. You got the snip. You and Bruce Jenner is in the same bracket. Trust me.
Yeah.
Yes. So it's good to see you. That's all I was saying.
Nice to see you too.
Yes. How you been? Me and the Gaytations, we was just talking.
Gaytations. What's that?
Yes. Ain't your name Victoria?
No, my name's
I'm
Dwayne.
Lictina.
My name's Dwayne.
It is you, yes!
I don't know you.
Huh?
I don't know you. From where?
The Gaytations, you used to dance. Your name was Thrusty Dusty, because that's what we named you. Your thrust was on point.
Thirsty
That's
Dusty
that.
is
But you was a
insane
little
word.
dusty when you. Let me put my whatchamacallit on. You look like a killer, by the way. God has been good to you.
Yes, he had.
Yes, he had. How you doing, sir? Me and my boyfriend Lamborghini wanted to get married, and they told me you the only church in Philly that'll do it. Now I want.
Your boyfriend?
Yeah, Lamborghini. My name Lollipop.
Okay, I don't marry Lollipop with Lamborghini.
You on excuse me?
I don't marry Lollipops from Lamborghinis.
What that's supposed to be?
I don't marry two men.
Stop. But they told me one of the ushers was like, my pastor definitely.
I don't marry lollipops and Lamborghinis.
Cheryl?
You got the wrong person.
You got the wrong church, bro.
You will do it. $200.
I don't care. You give me $500. I ain't doing it.
You said what? He taking his jacket off. I better get the hell out of here.
It's time to go. It is. We don't do that.
What?
It's time to go.
Listen, Lamborghini.
Bro, it's time to go.
Don't forget the Holy Spirit.
And the Holy Spirit about to train my hands even yet again. Let's go. I'm not going to keep telling you the same thing.
Let me put my whatchamacallit on. You look like a killer, by the way. God has been good to you.
I seen my old student, he went to school to be an engineer. But we down Kensington, and I'm like, why are you here? He bowed his head in shame, he ain't even get mad. And from the looks of it, he was on that shit bad. I saw the limp in his gait, scars on his arm, war in his mind. He said a few years back, he went to store for his mom. It was a cold winter night, with snow on the ground. Niggas beefing on the block, just start blowing it down. Bullets flying by, 2 cars, he tried to go between them. He got hit once, and that bullet broke his femur. After the screams and cries, he thanked God that he survived. Surgery after surgery, more pins and rides. But now in hindsight, he feel like that was worse than death. They gave him codeine and morphine and Percocet, and he be nodding off when he started popping them. Especially
Yo, what's up, Brett?
pain feel like he got shot again. It was more pills and more pills.
Yo,
For
what's
him,
good?
That's the start of this whole ordeal. See, none of that. Started looking for a higher high. Horse tranks and Fetty.
Hey,
Really,
you
he just
on
tryna die.
answer me a question. Are you on the YouTube like webpage, like on your laptop or PC? Or are you on like mobile, like your phone? Let me know.
This is a young man. He ain't even 26. Looking all brutalized. The way we look down.
This is cold. I'm gonna find this. I'm gonna find this on
Hi, I'm sorry
on
for taking so
Spotify.
long. I got caught up in traffic and stuff like that. So we just gonna go have a couple sandwiches over at. I'm surprised you willing to meet so openly. But we can go to Kung Fu Panda and have the rice and stuff. Huh?
What the hell are we talking about?
It's me. Duke Luke.
Duke Luke.
Duke Luke.
Bro, I have no idea, fam.
You Chris Kringle, ain't you?
Hell no.
Come on, don't. Listen, wait a minute. Just say I'm ugly, bruh. You don't gotta act like you don't gotta act like you.
Hold on. Wishing wells and shooting stars.
He went to school to be an engineer, but we down Kensington, and I'm like, why are you here? He bowed his head in shame, he ain't even get mad. And from the looks of it, he was on that shit bad. I saw the limp in his gait, scars on his arm, war in his mind. He said a few years back, he went to store for his mom. It was a cold winter night, with snow on the ground. Niggas beefing on the block, just start blowing it down. Bullets flying by, 2 cars, he tried to go between them. He got hit once, and that bullet broke his femur. After the screams and cries, he thanked God that he survived. Surgery after surgery, more pins and rides. But now in hindsight, he feel like that was worse than death. They gave him codeine.
Yeah, I can't find it on Spotify. Mobile? Okay, well, that's cool. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to Nasty Time TV. Let's drop a follow. I'm gonna try to tap into that. This has to be like a new single or something that he hasn't put.
I seen my old student. He went
It made me like, honestly, that makes like the reason why I keep going back to it. It makes me think of like Roots, like how I got over Roots. Man, like I miss that feeling so bad. And it's crazy because I feel like Philly has so much style and talent, but a lot of times the artists are getting caught in that, you know, money shit. Talk the money shit.
What the fuck is that? Egyptians are not African. I'm sorry.
What?
Do you know where Egypt is?
The sound of pure ignorance.
Groku is correct. Egypt is geographically in North Africa, so ancient Egyptians were Africans. Genetic studies, e.g., 2017 Nature, 2025 New Era Genome show they had primarily North African and Near Eastern ancestry with some sub-Saharan admixture. They weren't uniformly black or white by modern standards, more a diverse indigenous population. The debate often reflects modern perspectives on race.
Most recently, the DNA of the mummies proved to be of what specific race, according to the DNA samples recently recorded?
The 2025 New Era Genome study Nature analyzed an Old Kingdom mummy revealing approximately 78% North African and approximately 22% Mesopotamian ancestry with no sub-Saharan detected in this sample. Phenotypic predictions. Dark to black skin. Black hair, brown eyes consistent with modern North African.
They don't want you to know that.
Committee saying that you couldn't transfer your Nobel Prize to anyone, especially President Trump. You did today. Why did you do that? Because he deserved.
Donald Trump's press secretary, Caroline Leavitt, is quite literally cracking under the pressure. She just
Oh,
crashed
yeah.
out over a simple question regarding ICE's reckless use of force on immigrants, non-citizens, and citizens.
Earlier, you were just defending ICE agents generally. 32 people died in ICE custody last year. 170 U.S. citizens were detained by ICE. And Renee Good was shot in the head and killed by an ICE agent. How does that equate to them doing everything correctly?
Why was Renee Good unfortunately and tragically killed?
Are you asking me my opinion? Because an ICE agent acted recklessly and killed her unjustifiably.
Oh, okay. So you're a biased reporter with a left-wing opinion.
What do you want me to do?
Yeah.
She asked for his opinion.
Because you're a left-wing hack, you're not a reporter, you're posing in this room as a journalist, and it's so clear by the premise of your question. And you and the people in the media who have such biases but fake like you're a journalist, you shouldn't even be sitting in that seat. But you're pretending like you're a journalist, but you're a left-wing activist. And the question that you just raised and your answer proves your bias. You should be reporting on the facts. You should be reporting on the cases. Do you have the numbers of how many American citizens were killed at the hands of illegal aliens who ICE is trying to remove from this country? I bet you don't. I bet you didn't even read up on those stories. And shame on people like you in the media who have a crooked view and have a biased view and pretend like you're a real honest journalist.
All right, it gets worse, but this is genuinely unhinged. Spoiler alert, Caroline Leavitt, nobody is defending the murderer of Laken Riley. The criminal who came to our country in an illegal manner, who was then deported, should have been. If any American is defending the murderer of a 19-year-old girl or any murderers, then that's insane. That is absolutely...
It's insane, but people do it.
This is a dog whistle. I'm not going to argue with you about it. I'm just going to tell you the history of how it came to be. Back in 2017, a group of white supremacists who would go on to host the Charlottesville
Holy shit. It's literally just an ad for milk. It's not that deep.
A dog whistle uses coded language that seems neutral but carries loaded meanings for specific subgroups, often related to race or social issues. Just because a certain dog didn't hear the whistle doesn't mean the whistle didn't get blown. Had you watched the rest of that video, they break it down pretty succinctly. Also, Monty did a video about this too.
19th and 20th century, particularly with the rise in popularity of eugenics, a lot of pseudoscience arose to biologically prove white superiority or the superiority of the Aryan race in particular. And what they latched onto was a genetic trait called lactose persistence, the ability to break down lactose into adulthood. The Nazis made the pseudoscientific claim that Northern Europeans developed their strength and intelligence because they drank milk, and they were able to drink milk, and any group or race of people that was
Oh, I had no
lactose
idea.
intolerant or dominantly lactose intolerant was inferior by default.
Now, as incredibly stupid and embarrassing as that line of reasoning is, it doesn't mean that they didn't come to it. And your unawareness, or in this instance, ignorance of a topic, doesn't mean that it didn't happen. You might think this is just a bunch of lefties grasping at straws, but the fact that this fuck-ass milk ad was launched the same week they did this, and this, is all the fucking context you should need to...
Just gonna say, Julian, pass that ball down low. Look at that one, almost steps on the line.
So when I made this video about not supporting MAGA small businesses and calling them out, I got a spike in unfollows. And I guess I just want to clarify something, that if you think that supporting this administration or any other human rights abuses means that you're not welcome here, then you would be right. So when I
Well, you're very good at it, so...
I try my best.
Well, I have an idea for a romantic comedy starring you and me.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's about a wrestler who falls in love with a ring girl. What do you think? You in?
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Am I in?
You're in. Let's do it right now. Cut.
All right, next question.
Okay, there's only one more. Now, if you could get into the octagon with any celebrity, who would it be?
Lucy Liu.
Lucy Liu. All right, there we have it. All right, well, that's all we have with Rampage Jackson for the day. Thank you, Rampage.
You're welcome.
Awesome. You have to give me all this footage. You do know that, right? Well, you're very good at it, so...
This man is one of them ones.
Well, I have an idea.
Guys, I'm so nervous. My guy best friend, he's getting water right now, and when he gets back in my car, I'm gonna tell him that I like him and try to give him a kiss. What are your thoughts on friends that kiss sometimes?
It's been a minute since...
Yes, sir! The king, baby! The king, baby!
I've done one of these, and it's bringing me joy. It's giving me life. Can you tell? There's a little pink...
I don't think I understand.
We need to normalize women using guns constantly.
I don't think I understand.
Not even just a certain type of woman in America. I'm talking about all women. My black and brown, women. And other minority women. We need to normalize y'all using fucking guns, bro. Keeping them in that purse, that little clutch, that cute clutch you got. Keep it in your clutch. Hell, find a little tactical gear that goes well with your dress. Okay.
This 83-year-old Ohio man, whose name is William Brock, was recently convicted of murdering this 61-year-old woman.
Damn.
Verdict form count 1. We, the jury, being duly impaneled and sworn, do find the defendant, William Brock, guilty of the murder of
Kidnapping.
Louisa Hall.
But the story behind how and why this all happened is more complicated than what you're used to.
Was this the guy that thought somebody was pranking him on the phone? Like he was getting the spam calls, and he thought somebody showed up, and he was positive that they were one of those. Yeah.
So I'm not a lawyer, but let me tell you why prosecutors argue that this man was guilty of murder, felonious assault, and kidnapping, while William Brock's attorneys, on the other hand, argued that this was a case of self-defense. So let me give you the recap, and once I'm done, you have to tell me what you think. Okay, so like I said, this is 83-year-old William Brock, and because for some odd reason we like to call Williams Bill,
The fuck
we're
is she
going to
doing?
refer
Just get onto it.
William as Bill. Now, fast forward to March 25th, 2024. Bill's at home and he gets a phone call about a close family friend named Matt. Matt is not blood related to Bill, but because of his relationship with Matt's grandmother, Bill refers to Matt as his nephew or his grandson.
Told me that my grandson had been in an accident in South Charleston and that he was representing him. And that was
All right, I don't got time
when
to sit through all of
Democrats
that.
thought they had like that gotcha question with Republicans. Who won the 2020 election? And then Republicans would be like, well, Joe Biden is president now. Well, did he win? Well, he was certified. It's like the same thing. They gotta listen to Siegel.
Didn't you have a dream about the election?
I did. I dreamed that Trump won the election.
2020 election.
2020, and there was just massive fraud. It was a dream. You know where I'm going, Greg.
Yeah.
2020 election, baby.
Yeah.
I've been dreaming about this a lot recently.
It's very perplexing to me that your like red pill conservative man is like your poster boy of wanting an immigrant wife. Like the same men who are very much like, oh, she deserved to get shot in her fucking face. ICE is doing a good thing for this fucked up.
Hey everyone, it's Representative Dr. Anavi Eskamani. It's great to be with you on this cold Friday in Orlando. As a reminder, this is our weekly live.
We really wish you were still here, Xavier James Lopez, one of the fourth graders robbed from Robb Elementary School in Uvalde, Texas, along
RIP.
Okay.
What's going on, packed crowd? What's going on?
Drake's up.
What would you get in terms of like? Sorry, bud. I'm gonna keep it Karen. Sorry, bud. I got you right after.
Drake, what's it been like this week watching a film festival of the
Yo, low key, this dude is so like he's figured it out. He knows he can release the same video done slightly differently every time, like everybody does, and I still watch it. He's figured it out.
If you put up a piece of furniture for sale on Facebook Marketplace and you do not include the dimensions, or if you put a piece of clothing on Facebook Marketplace and you do not include the size, you will not see heaven.
Damn.
I lost
Okay.
130 pounds in just 12 months. Sounds impossible.
Hmm.
You know, I saw something about Trump wanting to buy something like 200 billion in like mortgage securities to like, help bring down rates. Will that work? Does that actually bring down rates? Can you explain that?
So how it works is there's the mortgage-backed securities market out there. So you got to understand, almost the majority of mortgage loans in this country goes to the secondary market, gets sold as securities. Like all our mortgages gets packaged up into a mortgage-backed security and sold on the open market, right? Now, if you look at fixed income securities, right? Fixed income, like a treasury, like a bond, right?
Okay.
When you buy more, what happens to the price of something? Goes up, right? But rates are inversely related to the price of the security. So technically, if you buy 200 billion more of this security, if you go buy more of it, it drives the rates down. It drives the rates down. It does, right? 200 billion is somewhat impactful, but I would think, well, here's what I think, right? You're going to probably see a 10, 25 basis points reduction, anywhere between 10 and 25 bips. That's 0.1 to 0.25%, possibly a reduction. Maybe a short-term knee-jerk reaction, maybe, because you can see a 10-year treasury is going down today, right? Which is the indicator for your mortgage market, basically, right? So it does help, but
it's artificially helping, right?
no, it's not artificially helping. You're actually buying more mortgages.
That's not what I'm saying. But it's not like natural demand of those bonds, the securities.
No, it's
the
not
government buying the securities.
The government always bought the securities, babe.
Okay.
We always bought the no one. I mean, there's an open market, but we also buy it for the Treasury's coffer. It's called quantitative easing.
Okay.
Part of it. When we buy securities on the open market, we're injecting liquidity into the market. That's like a dovish move, right? And the Fed now has stopped QT. They stopped quantitative tightening, meaning they're letting all the securities run off the balance sheet without buying them back. Now they're going to buy them back. So yeah, it's not artificial. It's really how it works. This is how you move rates, right? Liquidity equals lower rates, et cetera, et cetera. So this is, on that point, this is how it's supposed to work, right?
Okay.
The issue that I think is number one, people still have problems with down payments. You're going to reduce the rate maybe with a 5 handle on it. For example, your mortgage rates may drop below 6. It could, right? But the bigger problem is affordability, right? In terms of your down payment, right? So yeah, so maybe you can afford the mortgage payment, but you don't have the money for the down. That's usually the biggest struggle with first-time home buyers. They don't have money for the down.
And also, when rates come down, more people are qualified to buy homes, and then so the prices go back up.
Well, yes, I mean, yeah, that's also true.
You know, I saw something about Trump wanting to buy something like 200 billion in like mortgage securities to like help.
1, 2, 1. Why do these boomers keep fucking these kids? Why are they hiding their names on the list? Why are they hiding all the evidence that proves these boomers keep fucking these boomers keep? Why do these boomers got bunkers to live in? What are they scared of? That you're gonna kill them? I mean, why is our government in love with children? Why do they gotta keep fucking them? Gotta keep 58% of child sex crimes are committed by the people who police them. That's our judges, our lawyers, your politicians increase.
I don't know if y'all know this, but in Maryland, it's an election year. The people who pass state laws, they're up for election. If you don't like what they're doing, you need to vote them out. If you're upset that they're not doing enough to combat, well, you know what to do. Vote them out. And voting is not the only way to make change. There are a lot of other better ways to make change. But this is just one way you can make change. I don't know if y'all know this, but in Maryland, it's an election year.
Just found out that the ICE agents who sold out Americans, you know how they get the $50,000 bonus? It's paid out in increments of $10,000 a year. And the other thing is if they leave early, they have to pay back that bonus. But let's just see how much extra money this actually is when you calculate it and break it down. So let's break it down. 10,000 divided by 12 months, that's about $833 a month divided by 4 weeks. So that would be divided by 4, sorry, taking there. $208 a week, divide that by 5 days a week, it's about $40. $40 a day before taxes, so knock that down, so let's say another $12. So $28 is a day extra. That's what they're excited about, is $28 a day extra to go around and harass.
If you're not feeling safe right now, you're not crazy. Brown women, listen. Your safety is not optional anymore. And I'm using my platform to say this out loud because social justice is not just a post. It's making sure our community stays empowered.
I'm a fucking citizen, you fat shithead. You're a nigga.
Hey.
You're a
Yes, we know. We heard you the first time. Pipe down, Sweater Vest, talking about, I said he wanted a reaction so bad. One thing about it, though, I did notice how you made sure to keep a safe distance from the officer while you were yapping, talking about take a swing, and then you quickly ran back to your car. Y'all, look how my man woke up and just knew his fit was fire. He put on his...
Why aren't you eating right?
There's lists of some cars that you should avoid at the car dealership. They tend to cost you more money and end up in the shop. Make sure you guys hit the...
A tasket, I'm wrapped up like plastic. Nasty habits, magic rabbits. Hats off to...
You whistle at me?
Hi. Hi.
Hello.
Money. Nice to meet you.
Rez, nice to meet you.
Yeah, I mean, I just saw you and I just had to say something. Like you look so good. Like, yeah, you mad tall too. Like you were like 2, 4, 6, 8. Ooh, yeah, you like 6'9", like 6'10".
I am 6'9".
6'9". I guess that's right. I love that number. So
That's a random number to like.
No, not random at all. Not random at all. I mean, honestly, like if we hang out.
After a quarter, similar to what we saw in the loss Wednesday night when the Pacers trailed by 21, 39-18 to Toronto after the first quarter, yet still had a chance to win down 4 late.
Okay, in all fairness, this isn't the same team.
After a quarter, similar to what we saw in the loss Wednesday night when the Pacers trailed by 21, 39-18 to Toronto after the first quarter, yet still had a chance to win down 4 late.
Okay, in all fairness, this isn't the same team.
After a quarter, similar to what we saw in the loss Wednesday
I guess he really wanted to jump for that ball. He was jumping for the
parents'
balls.
living room into a surprise home gym.
Oh, thank God. Thank God they finally found somebody who wants to do something about this. We're finally going to tax the church. You know the ones that selling holy water, holy oil, VIP seating, special paid prayer requests?
So while the Democrats spend millions and millions of dollars to find out why they lost the 2024 election and how they're going to win presidential elections moving forward, I'm going to give them a little bit of free advice. They didn't have to pay me for this
saw
at
that
all,
cash?
but if they listen to this, they should win every election moving forward, and the Republican Party will never hold power again. Here's all they have to do. Defund ICE, defund the Pentagon, take those billions of taxpayer dollars and invest them in things that Americans actually need.
I mean, he's spitting. Oh my God, bro, this is fucking spot on. The boys turn into superheroes.
Guys, with all the shit that's happening on Earth, we might also be starting a war in space.
So, wait, if you don't own an AR-15, you are behind the curve? Motherfucker, if you don't own an AR-15, you just don't got money. Like, those things are expensive, right? How much is an AR? Let me find something out. Wait, like, I need some credit or something. How much is an AR-15? Right, about 500 to 3K. You crazy? You crazy? Excuse me. All right, who needed their regime must see changed? Oh my God, me? Is that Venice? Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
On the internet said these kids ever ask for something inconvenient a little too casually and make you second guess how much you spoil them. This happened.
Those are pretty tough.
The raw reason why I turned down a Gymshark.
ICE is acting the exact same way that the National Guard did in Arkansas in 1957 when the governor sent them to block the entry.
I'm gonna get rid of all this hard callus on your feet.
Awesome. Wait a minute. Here's what I always use at home.
What the hell is that?
It's my
Girl, this is
callus.
this is a cheese grater. You slice cheese with this.
Well, or calluses.
No, callus.
Yeah.
Gave baby my word in late October. Gave him 3 words. Nigga, it's over. You love it how I mix big pot, got over. Just to switch up on the bitch bipolar. Well, just great. Let's talk about soda. I was hustling apes, I bubble up like cola.
This nigga's the man.
Skelly bones and Corona. He was dead for a week, his body smelled of an odor. When I met my bitch, told me I could mold her. Told her I could hold her if she let me come over. EMG chief, I was never the soldier. I be up in these streets, too high to get over. I got a whole phone with nothing but high rollers. Strippers that escort, party promoters. The music messiah, I'm the Ayatollah. I bought a big house without a college diploma. This ain't rap, that ain't music. Call my first cage, y'all ain't doing it. It's bitch. Y'all ain't do shit. Baby, ride my way, body covered in scuba. P2 me late, fuck with me if you choose to. EMG is the shit. All you need is a booster. You heard them niggas shit. They ain't moving. Left them sitting still. They ain't moving.
I ain't gonna lie. Everything I done heard from this dude sounded corny as hell. This sounded smooth as fuck. And it's like, I guess I see the humor. I see that he is purposely like, he's talking some murder shit, a little bit of flyboy shit, fly granny type shit, and then, you know, mixing in a joke or two to lighten the mood. It's going to get worse before it gets better. God damn. Y'all trying to get me to get a gun. And that's what I'm telling everybody. Get a fucking gun legally. Train with it. Organize. Simple. I just ain't got no money.
There's a video on TikTok where a guy says his girl cannot go to none of the big boogie shows because
when I'm not on, I be chilling. It's giving.
Yeah.
Where's my Dutch at? Let me watch my stories, which is my anime now. Okay.
Y'all don't know nothing about this though. Y'all don't know nothing about this. This ain't relatable to y'all. This ain't relatable to y'all. But it says when they think you being nice, but you really trying to tire everyone out. So Mr. Nasty Time can make a late night appearance. And some of y'all just can't relate. You just don't understand. That's not your fault. It's just life ain't put you up through there yet. Okay. All right, well, I need some bass soon, bro. This man is edging. Ooh. Hey, get it. Hey, get it. Get it, Max. Oof. Damn, hold on. I wonder if they got the... Oh, he got a Spotify. Hold on. Let's see. Yeah, it's funny. This guy's name is Max B. Oh, it's Max D. There we go. Wait, for keeping the account running? Okay, not. I was thinking like somebody saying something had happened to him. Yeah, there's no way, like outside of listening to everything. Yeah, I wanted to really find that one song, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Like we'd have to listen to every single song. But maybe it'll happen. Now that it's on my radar.
I see a lot of people saying like, when is a revolution happening? Like that answer is up to you. Like it shouldn't be when a group is coming to find you. It should be like you organizing with your friends, your neighbors.
True. Timothy Chalamet wins Wigga of the Year award, 3rd year in a row. God damn, he's putting up LeBron numbers.
Then they're gonna try to go score. Then you gonna get a pick.
It's January 16th, 2026. Here's the latest news. In its latest authoritarian escalation, the Trump
such great sisters to me, and I can't imagine life without you guys. It's just been you.
We have some important news right now. There's major concerns.
We about to fact check this. No, you're not. What the hell is he talking about? First, since that video did.
Oh shit, Miguel! Ice is outside.
Ooh. Wait. What?
I raise your
got some news right now. Arizona Senator Mark Kelly is blasting Pete Hegseth after Hegseth initiated proceedings to reduce Kelly's rank and retirement pay. Mark Kelly in a new statement says, quote, over 25 years in
Milkshake brings all the boys to the farm, and they're like, it's better than yours. Damn right, it's better than yours. I could treat you, but I have to.
I really love this song. It's better than yours.
Damn right, it's better than yours. I could treat you, but I have to. Milkshake brings. Milkshake brings all the boys.
Yeah, Tallarico, let's go, bro.
I was always.
Ugh.
What?
Imagine a bear trap hitting you. What the fuck?
Three, two, one.
God damn. Now I wonder, have bear traps ever actually worked on bears? You know what I mean? Like, is that what they ever have been used for? Shit, I'm tempted to look it up, but I don't really want to go to bed with that in my mind.
You put it in your mouth, and you hear.
Bear County Sheriff, this is Matthew speaking. How can I help you?
Yes, I wanted to let you know that someone is, how can I say it? They're using chalk to graffiti, if you will, the sidewalk, and it's really marked up a large area, and he's still there working on it.
Okay, he's doing it right now?
Yes.
All right, give me 1 second. Is he black, white, or Hispanic?
Look, Hispanic.
Not Asian?
I think.
Okay. And what is he wearing?
All black.
All right. And then did you want to leave your name and number for this, sir?
Sir, my name is Israel. I have a gentleman. He's drawing on the ground with chalk. I told him he's not allowed to, but he's still drawing. So.
And your name?
Israel, like the country. ISRAEL.
Is he black, white, or Hispanic?
Did I what?
Is he black, white, or Hispanic?
He's white.
Okay. And
White.
what color shirt is he wearing?
He has no shirt, just purple shorts.
Okay. And you've already told him he can't be doing that?
Yeah,
Okay.
I notified him.
All right, we'll get somebody over there.
Welcome to the fucking news. I'm your host, Kellerman, and here's some of the shit going on in the world.
Damn. Wait, 7 million is
Apparently I'm in
crazy.
Group 7. This is nothing I applied for. I didn't ask to be put in Group 7. I don't know what Group 7 is. And I gotta say, I'm a little uncomfortable. So could someone tell me what the exit strategy is for Group 7? Thanks in advance. Apparently I'm in Group 7. This is nothing I applied for. I didn't ask to be put in Group 7. I don't know what Group 7...
I'm very attracted to Pennywise, and I don't just mean the actor or the...
Everybody else knows.
Oh, damn. Dang.
Bitches calling my phone like I'm locked up nonstop. From the plane to the fucking helicopter. Cops pulling up like I'm getting. Bitches calling my phone like I'm locked up nonstop.
Fortunately and unfortunately, after moving abroad to Europe, as an American, I've realized that we've been scammed. The word for 2026 is options, y'all. I'm about to tell you all these things that I wish I would have known like 10 years ago. Number one, did you know that Europe accepts foreigners to buy property and they will actually give you a mortgage? So as long as you've got 30% down, you could literally be buying a property in Spain, Portugal, Italy, or France for $150,000. And their mortgage rates are 2.5 to 3%. The second thing I didn't know was that there's no credit scores. So they really don't pigeonhole their people and keep them in crazy debt for pretty much their whole lives. The third thing I didn't know was that you can actually study across Europe for dirt cheap. Like we're talking 100 euros in Germany
What about jobs,
to go
though?
get a medical degree.
Illegal immigrants in this country.
Yeah.
Why?
Because they come here, they work just as hard as anybody else.
Illegal immigrants?
Yeah. Just harder than anybody else.
Okay, so they work harder. So what about the people, what about the American citizens who work that would have to pay for their free health care from
At the
taxes?
end of the day, they're still doing jobs regardless that nobody else is doing. So if you factor that, and they're still stimulating the economy, so there's really no reason to not.
And the taxpayers who would be paying for their free health care is also stimulating the economy.
Yeah.
Do you think it's fair to make me or make my fiance pay for an illegal immigrant's free health care?
Well, that's not even a thing right now. So are you saying like...
Every single candidate up on the stage for the Democratic debates
Right. But why
raise
would you
their
let people
hand.
die in the street?
Well, that's not what's happening.
I mean, I'm saying essentially. If you're
Well,
saying we should
dying
let
in the
people die in
street. That's not what I'm saying. No, absolutely not. When did I say that?
So you're saying because they're illegal, they don't deserve health care?
They don't deserve free health care from America. I don't think that, no.
Right, but who gets that? Nobody.
Because it's not a right in this country. No one should get free health care.
I think people should not have to die in the street. I think free health care should be a thing.
So should we give free health care to the American citizens who are homeless instead of the illegal immigrants who aren't citizens?
I think we shouldn't let people die in the street.
I agree with you. I don't think that's happening.
Right.
Where is that happening at?
There's a lot of people that don't go to the hospital simply because of too high medical bills. There's a lot of people that can't afford health insurance or their jobs don't have benefits. There's American citizens.
So
today
should
that work.
yeah, good point. American citizens.
I think we shouldn't let people die in the street. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. Even if it would cost me money out of my pocket, we should give free health
Regardless,
care.
the money that people are paying taxes is not going to things that they say they're going to. We all know that these politicians are lining their pockets.
So why should we raise our taxes in support of free health care if, by your words, it's not going there?
Regardless, it's not going to where it's supposed to be.
So we should maybe we shouldn't fund free health
If
care.
we do get to a common goal to where we're helping people not have to die in the street or be sick, then so be it.
You keep saying dying in the street. Where do you see people dying in the street?
There's people laying down the street right now.
Are they illegal immigrants dying from
No,
lack
I
of free
mean,
health care?
No, I mean it's regular people. But for example, if somebody got sick or got cancer, like they should be taken care of regardless.
Okay. I agree with you. I agree that they should be taken care of, but is it my responsibility to fund their health care?
I think it should be the government's responsibility.
Man, let me tell y'all something.
I'll be real. There's no way that burrito was that
Healthcare should
crunchy.
be free.
Yeah, you're not a pussy. Mama raised a soldier, not a bitch, okay? Oh my god, I feel bad. What's wrong?
Shit, I'm lost in the sauce, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all go. Y'all have a good night. Shout out to my boy Cash, man. Appreciate you fucking with us, homie. Everybody else, y'all take care.